Number 10, Madoka Kaname, Madoka Magica. While the rest of her fellow magical girls might be flashier, none can hope to compare to the sheer scope of Madoka's divine power following her wish. After managing to pull a fast one on Kyubey by calling for an end to all witches, Madoka pretty much became a deity. As a result, the universe essentially rewrote itself to accommodate for her transcendence. That, and her newfound habit of saving every magical girl across history by preventing their shift to the dark side.
And even I don't have a thing to worry about, ever!
Now everywhere, nowhere, and able to snipe down a planet-sized witch without any effort, you won't find a cuter reality shifter than her. Number 9, Giorno Giovanna, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind. This Italian stallion has a dream, to become someone of such influence within the underworld, a gangster, if you will, so that he can protect the innocents from true evils of the world and control the rampant chaos that crime has divulged into. Bet he never expected to skip over that and go all the way to being a super being capable of instantly overpowering whatever stand user steps up to him. After becoming fused with the Arrow and unlocking Gold Experience Requiem, Giorno wasn't only given a major power boost, but his stand demonstrated the innate ability to negate and undo even the time-erasing shenanigans of King Crimson. Number 8, Saitama, One Punch Man. Whether you're a colossal monster made of pure nightmare fuel, a tyrant that's conquered entire galaxies, or literally just anything else, it just doesn't matter. Wanna know why? Because everything falls before the might of Saitama's fist. His strength is so absolute, so without limit, that every foe that he swung at has either been reduced to a corpse in a rapid-fire manner, or knocked into the next year. Serious or casual, we'd wager at this point Saitama could punch out God. He's already bested everything else. Number 7, Altair, Recreators. You don't mess with the military uniformed princess, especially when she's on the warpath against humanity and created alike for causing her precious creator to commit suicide. Pretty scary when one so full of hatred in their Vocaloid heart has so much power to their name, and we're not just talking about those floating swords of hers. Armed with her Hollowed Scion, Altair proved to be a tad on the omnipotent side of things, since she can alter and rearrange a created story, i.e. completely trash their abilities, while also create an entire new universe of her own. Number 6, Anti-Spiral, Gurren Lagann. With the single goal of halting the Spiral Nemesis, this stagnated entity was more than happy to regress and crush all races of the universe. It also had the means to do so, whether by pulling the members of Team Daiguren into a prison made from their own dreams, or by simply smashing them to pieces with all the force of an exploding star. Then there's the fact he can also grow to the size of whole galaxies in order to really bring the pain. He would have likely brought all of space and time to a halt, if not for Simon and his shirtless fisticuffs. Number 5, Haruhi Suzumiya, the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. What's worse than a narcissistic, annoying high school girl with absolutely no filter? How about one that unknowingly has the power to drastically alter reality and shake the universe with just a thought?
The SOS Brigade's mission is to find aliens, time travelers, and espers and hang out with them!
It's as if the whole world had come to a grinding halt.
A being who has caught the attention of time travelers, data mines, and all other crazy characters to descend to Earth. The only thing to stop Ms. Suzumiya from reducing everything to zero is one cynical git named Kyon.
You lose, you're firing everyone's lunch after the game!
I know that. After all, the fate of the entire world is resting on my pitching. I guess the world's not worth very much.
She's quite a marvel, in that even though she can make time on itself just to extend her summer vacation, she manages to inspire exasperation as opposed to awe.
What? Are you crazy or something? Do you honestly think I'd believe something as convenient as that?
Number 4, Haruka Kaminogi, Noin, to your other self. You'd think after the first few times this adorable lass altered reality, the dimensional hopping factions and their dragon knights would take a step back and realize hunting her down is a bad idea.
What's that?
As the ultimate observer, Haruka is both blessed and cursed to rearrange space-time and quantum probability however she sees fit. Which basically means if she wants to reject someone's existence, then every parallel universe has to bend to her whims and get to re-stitch in itself.
Please bring Mrs. Goto back to us.
Along with the Dragon Talk acting as her multi-dimensional deterrent, she's somewhat untouchable.
Send them back. Send them back!
Number 3, Zeno, Dragon Ball Super. Until Goku trains enough to one-up this little jelly bean, the Omni King stands somewhat tall as the Dragon Ball franchise's most powerful entity.
Something this nasty should be cleaned up, right?
Yes, it should. I'll destroy it.
It's not so much that all gods of destruction, angels, and Kais bow before him with absolute fear and humility. It's more so the awe-inspiring spectacle of watching this childlike thing casually erase an entire universe with but a wave of his hand. That's setting the bar pretty damn high. While his actual combat prowess is hard to measure, the fact pointing a finger is enough to squash a whole realm is pretty hard to beat. Number 2, Lord of Nightmares, Slayers. Overshadowing all demons, humans, and other creatures of the four worlds, this entity is both creator and destroyer, forever seeking to return all life to the Sea of Chaos.
I am the Lord of Nightmares.
She's the kind of mother you do not want to test your mettle against, on account there is nothing out there that can even come close to her power.
You who so desperately seek destruction, as you wish, you shall be destroyed.
Given how just by partially tapping into her essence, Lena was able to unleash such monstrous techniques as the Giga Slave and Ragnar Blade, it's shuddering to think what would happen if she decided it was time to discipline her countless offspring. Number 1, Kami Tenchi, Tenchi Muyo. While very little is known about this all-knowing creator that's been reincarnated inside one of the very first harem protagonists, the fact he's regarded as a supreme being that's all-knowing and boundless speaks volumes.
Brother.
He's calmed the goddess killer known as Counter-Actor with zero effort, infinite wisdom, and maximum suave, and there was that one time he nearly caused the end of all things, simply because the human Tenchi ascended into his god mode earlier than expected.
This is something that you will have to solve yourself. But I don't know how. Tell me what to do.
Guess all other OP harem masters are just trying to catch up to this guy and his inner divinity.